Hey guys, and welcome back to another DayZ video. In this one, I'm going to go over the new 1.11 aka 1.11 update and what it has to offer the console community. Unfortunately, there's some bittersweet news, as there will be a complete wipe for both character and servers. The wipe will also be setting back the community servers as well. For newcomers, this may be the right time to get started as everyone has to start from scratch. Unlike previous updates, the 1.11 update gives us more fixes than content. So let's get into it and see what will be added, fixed and changed. And as always, I hope you enjoy. They've added new textures to the static M3S trucks, and truck parts will now spawn on them. Starting a vehicle will now slightly deplete its battery, making a battery charger usable. Garden plots now can be removed with a shovel or pickaxe. They've fixed an exploit that allowed you to look through walls, or even glitch through them. Plants could not become infected by bugs, making disinfectants handy to have when gardening. Players could not execute certain actions with a broken leg, such as carrying heavy objects or dancing. Preparing mackerel or carp did not stain the player's hands with blood, and you can no longer harvest edible fillets from rotten carp. Flares shot by a flare gun often disappeared inside objects. The glow of the flare was immense when seen up close, and now flares will descend at a slower rate. Getting out of a car could result in the character appearing on the roof when exiting a car. Fixed a server error caused by repeated crouching during an ongoing action. The inventory of an improvised shelter could be accessed from the closed sides, and the infected could hit the player through a shelter or tent. Infected could also enter certain closed-off containers, variant 2A and 2B. The wrong particle effect was displayed when hitting infected with a pipe, wrench, or lug wrench. Adjusted collisions of buildings against unwanted behavior. Remove collisions of low-hanging tree branches for better navigation. And exploits that allowed players to get infinite plant seeds. The frying pans and cooking pots would disappear from the fireplace upon server restart. The inventory of the M3S truck did not refresh after removing attached containers from it. The dashboards of certain vehicles would disappear after a certain action. Ruin hatchets displayed the wrong texture. The contents of fireplaces would not always be displayed correctly in the world. The indoor fireplaces could sometimes get wet during rain. Landmines were not dealing damage when placed in doorways of certain houses. Sounds were missing when skinning with some tools. It was possible to build overlapping fences and watchtowers. Swapping materials attached to base building objects could trigger a desync issue. Entering a vehicle with a chem light or a road flare turned on would ruin them, and it was problematic to open and close doors of certain vehicles when in third-person view. It is no longer possible to cut a raincoat into an armband if there is an item in it. Players were unable to remove some car parts from close range. An engine belt was displayed in the adder 4x4. It was possible to craft a long torch from a sharpened stick with food attached to it, causing the food to disappear. It was possible to sometimes light a fire underwater. They updated the tarp's durability, texture, and inventory view. More tools can be used to slice pumpkins, and you can no longer harvest fresh pumpkin slices from a rotten pumpkin. They have reduced the initial velocity of the 5.56 ammunition by 9% to match real values. Deployed barbed wire can only be dismantled from the inside of the fence or watchtower. Barbed wire and fires now deal damage to infected and animals. The fireplace now warms a larger area with the heat reaching further, and they lowered the maximum heat of the fireplace. They reduced the amount of ammunition and magazine spawns. Revolvers and deagles now spawn in towns only. The repeater tier adjusted from tier 1, 2, 3 into 2, 3, 4. They also fixed the issue with bear pals going missing. So guys, I hope you enjoyed the video, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button, drop me a like if you learned something new, and leave me a comment on which is your favorite fix, and I'll catch you in the next one.